Good morning. I wanted to walk you through the yard this morning with me real quick because I had to mow yesterday. Made me kind of sad because I love the meadow look. But I had to mow because we're trying to sell our house and someone was coming to look at it. However, there are some parts of the yard I didn't mow just for time's sake. And one of the reasons it made me sad to mow was because I had fully intended, on going through my yard and making a salad because there was so much growing here that I knew was edible. I don't know the plants by name. I regret to tell you that. I plan on finding out the names of the different plants. But what I want to do right now is go to that part of the yard I didn't mow and sample some of the plants, and you can see what they are. You probably will know what they are. I want to sample them, taste them, and tell you what I think of it and see if it's edible or not. So let's take a little peek. Let's go over here where I have some plants going. Alright, so this is a little part of my yard where we are going to move soon, so I haven't done a whole lot of gardening type stuff, but I have plants that I planted last year or a year before that, or maybe a year before that, in pots. So I created this little area here to put them in temporarily. But around here is where the plants are growing in the yard that we're going to sample. So here we have that stick is actually a Texas persimmon. I thought it was dead, but I had hope for it, and guess what? I don't know if you can see it, but there's tiny little green showing up on it. So yay, not to give up on your plants. Plants are very resilient. There's a grapefruit that I found growing in the yard from when I had a grapefruit tree and the rats killed it. I've got that lettuce that my grandson planted in school about 5 years ago, and he brought it home and I couldn't let it die, so I've been trying to keep it alive ever since. And there's a young mulberry in the back, another Texas persimmon, believe it or not, planted the same time as this guy. They grew at different rates. I have some garlic here that was on the island and wanted to grow, so I went ahead and put it in a pot and it's growing. There's a red oak tree. The squirrels bury so many acorns around here, and then I see one popping up, and sometimes instead of pull it out, I pot it. And I figure I'll take it with me to the new homestead, wherever that's going to be, and plant it there and have some red oaks from this place. There's a little lemon tree. I believe it's a Meyer lemon from a seed we got when we were eating breakfast at IHOP one day. I planted it. It took about 2 months to sprout, maybe 3 even. But there it is. Yay. And then this guy's an orange. And grapefruits. I got grapefruits. I planted some seeds from my tree, from the fruit of the tree I had before it was killed, so that its posterity could live on. But, alright, so that's the plants I have. Oh, in my grape arbor. Concord grapes. It's doing pretty good. Got some babies. There's 2 vines here. They're about 6 years old now. And they have been very happy here. Very happy. So, all right, let's sample some of these things growing in the yard. First, now like I say, I don't know what a lot of these are, but this one, let's try this one. It looks good, right? So here's the leaf. Let's see what it's like. The texture is awesome. It's slightly crispy, and the taste is a lot like lettuce. Not iceberg lettuce. I don't like iceberg lettuce. It's all watery. But you know, the other kinds like oak leaf lettuce and things like that. That tastes almost identical to lettuce. I bet that's good for me. Let's try another one. Alright, let's take this guy. Now, this is either clover or wood sorrel. It looks like a clover. Where I grew up in Missouri, we had lots of clover. And this looks like a clover, but it may be wood sorrel. Actually, there's a little bug on it. Wow. I am not exaggerating. That tastes like like lemon. It's very citrusy, very tangy, very Even the stem. I'll have another one. I'll try flower. It's not open yet, but make sure there's no bugs on it. Just as tangy. That's really good. That's really good. Alright, I see another one here. Let's try this other one. Let's try this guy. Not sure what he is. Leaf looks healthy enough. Now, so whatever this is, and somebody can probably tell me what this is. Let's see what it's like. Excellent texture. And the flavor, you're not going to believe it. That tastes like watermelon. That tastes, or a muskmelon, or as my grandpa called a mushmelon, sundew melon. It tastes like a melon. Let me try that again just to make sure. No bugs. Okay. This is just verification that this indeed tastes like melon. Yeah. Tastes like a drier melon. The texture-wise and juiciness-wise, it's a little dry, but it's got a little crunch to it, a little crispness. But without a doubt, tastes like a melon. Oh, I see some cleavers over there. I've heard a lot about eating cleavers. Let's see what that's all about. Now, to prove these are cleavers, I'm going to touch them because they should stick to me a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. They're sticking to me. Now, which part of this guy should I try to eat? There's a bigger set of leaves. Here's a tender leaves. Let's try the tip. Oops, took a whole bunch. Alright, so I'm just going to eat the tip off of these cleavers, this cleaver, and see what it tastes like. See what the hubbub's all about. Wow. The little cleaviness, the little stickiness, you can definitely feel it in your mouth. Let me try this again. I would describe it as the flavor is kind of like that of a young spinach leaf, baby spinach. And there's a little bit of almost the sense that I just ate a mouthful of little tiny stingers. It doesn't hurt, but it's kind of pokey in the back of my throat. Not in a bad way, but you can feel it. But I've heard they're very good for me, so yeah, let's see what else we can find. This is exciting. All right. Here's a very narrow-leafed plant. It might be the same as the first one I ate, just smaller. I should be able to tell by the flavor, right? That cleaver. might need something to wash them cleavers down. I need a bigger piece. Yeah, another big piece. That's definitely not the same as the first plant. It just has its own unique flavor. It's not really like anything I could relate it to. Maybe arugula, a little bit. If you're familiar with arugula, it's kind of a bitter tasting lettuce type thing, herb. But it's good. You know, I can imagine a salad with all these different things mixed in together would just be a culinary experience, because every time you took a bite and you bit into a different leaf, you would know it. This is good. Let's see if there's anything else. You know what? There's a plant out here that I always watch my dog eat it. So it must be good, right? Let's go find some of that. See those little yellow flowers? Whatever that plant is, my dog likes that a lot. This guy. So let me get one of those. Looks like a real good leaf. Alright, let's try this. Dog likes it. He eats a lot of it. Wow. That was just a unique experience. That's why I said wow. It's very dry. No crispiness to it. You got to grind this guy up. Like kale, you know how kale feels? It's dry and you got to grind it up. But the flavor is good. Let me have another piece. Maybe I can actually find an adjective to describe it. No bugs or snails. You know how it smells after you just mow your yard? That's how this tastes. It tastes like a new mown lawn, which I believe is a pleasant smell. To me it is. And the taste is good too. See if there's anything else. Real quick. I don't think I've tasted that. Let's see what that is. It's growing tall. I'll try the tender end of it first. I don't know what this is, but it grows all over here, so we'll see. That is sweet. Mildly sweet, not strong sweet, but it's sweet. That's pleasant. Let me try that again just to be sure. And I'm eating its stem and all, so. It's dry. A lot of these seem to be dry, not juicy. Probably because it's Texas, and plants that do well here know how to conserve water or do with little water. So that's probably why they're kind of dry. Alright, the stems are tough. You'll probably want to eat that one boiled or something. Just unless you just like chewing. Like I actually do like eating kale and stuff raw. A lot of chewing there. Alright, one more and I'll stop just to keep this short, but I think you're getting the point that there's a lot of stuff in your yard, and there are no weeds. There are just misunderstood plants. And I have a feeling that every week or however often you mow, you're cutting down some stuff that you probably ought not to. Not all of it. You probably should set some areas aside. Let it grow. Let it be naturally wild for your climate, your area, your geography. One more. This guy. Again, completely ignorant of what the name of this might be. But extremely bitter. Extremely bitter. And dry, like the others, but bitter. But you know, sometimes a little bitterness is a good addition. I've found uses for it before, so. Oh, it's starting to rain a little. I think a raindrop hit the camera. Alright, good time to cut it off. I think you get the point. Look, check your yard out. Look a little closer. And you know there's dandelions here too. I'm going to go eat one of those after I turn this off and give that a try, because I know they're edible. Look around your yard, see what you got going. It's really cool. The closer you look at things, the more you will see. Alright, thanks for hanging with me for a few minutes.